I did not expect that. Well, hello there. What a nice crowd, and welcome to our little town. You know, folks, there are those who say that life is in the hands of fate, that everybody's story is all written out, and we're just playing along until it gets to the end. Well, I don't know if that's the way it works in your little town, but here in our little town, that's not the way it works at all. You see, here in our little town, we understand that life is nothing but a series of strange coincidences, lucky breaks, and cosmic accidents. And the only meaning that it all has is, well, whatever meaning you can find for yourselves along the way. Here's how it works in our little town. Our story tonight will concern 6 people! Now, I like to think of them as number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. No, you like number 4. Number 5. And number 6. Just like the numbers on these here dice. And which of these people will be thrown together as each successive scene of our story unfolds? Well, that's not up to them. And that's not up to fate. That's up to chance. You see, folks, before each scene in our story, I'm going to roll these dice. And just like it says in the legend over here, if their number comes up on one of the dice, they're in the scene. If their number comes up on 2, they're out. On 3, they're out. On 4, they're in. On 5, if their number comes up on all 5 of the dice, well then, not only they are in the scene, but somehow during that scene, they become incredibly wealthy. And if their number comes up on all 6 of the dice, well, the next time we see them, they die. Now, there are some other rules. If I roll 3 doubles, then all 3 of those numbers will be in. And if I roll 2 triples, then both of those numbers will be in. Don't worry, you'll catch on. Oh, I do have one other die right here. And that's because our little town, just like many little towns, has our favorite places. We've got our parks, our video arcades, our libraries. We have some cozy private places too, like our dens or our home offices. Well, tonight, our story is going to take place in 6 different locations around our town, but not the ones I just mentioned. It's going to take place in 6 entirely different locations, some public and some private, and they are, well, you look like a smart group of people. I bet you can guess the 6 locations our story will take place in tonight. Go ahead, I'm sure you'll be right. Just shout them out if you have a guess. Library! Yes, number 1, a tree house. That was exactly right. That's a good guess. All right, what's another one? Where's it? Church. All right, the local Target. It's only been a year or 2 since we got a Target here, so it's about time some stories happen there. All right, what was another one? I heard one over here.
Pharmacy.
Yes, the pharmacy. So we have the pharmacy, the Target, the treehouse. How about a nice private location? Yes.
The front porch swing.
Oh, that's exactly right. The front porch swing. I think that brings us to 4. We need 2 more.
The garden.
The garden? Did I hear the garden? That's very lovely. I think I like that one. And you happen to be right. Yes, it is, the garden. All right, we need one more.
Alpha Centauri.
What was that one?
Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri. That's right, the swinging nightclub in our town. Called Alpha Centauri. Well, how are we doing? Do we have all 6 of them written down over there?
Yes, we do.
All right, may I review the list? Our 6 locations tonight. Number 1, the treehouse. Number 2, the local Target. Number 3, the pharmacy. Number 4, the front porch swing. Number 5, the garden. And number 6, the nightclub, Alpha Centauri. Well, my friends, I think that's all I've got to say. And that means it's time to get started. So, sit back, relax, and let's take a chance on a roll of the dice. Who will be in our first scene? Well, wow. All right, we have 4 number 5s. That means 5 is in the scene. And we have 2 number 4s. That means, huh. Well, that just might be a combination I never envisioned before. We're going to put them both in the scene. We have 5 and 4 in the scene. And where are we going to meet numbers 5 and 4? We're going to meet them in location number 1, the treehouse.
Jerry, it's beautiful up here.
Yes, Samantha, I made you this treehouse. I figured that would bring some feelings of nostalgia for you.
Well, it does. I remember when we were kids.
Yes.
What were we? 8 years old.
Oh, it must have been 8 or 9 at the very most.
Crawling up that tree.
Yes, falling several times. I can't even count how many limbs I broke trying to impress you.
Tree limbs and your own limbs.
And my own. Yes. I brought you some baba ganoush if you're interested.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
How did you remember?
I mean, I know everything there is to know about you, Samantha, and I just want to say that the fact that you decided to stay, it warms my heart. I know you had ambitions of going to the big city, but I'm so happy that you stayed.
Well, I was really looking for a place that made good baba ganoush. Our town could never make it this well, but you learned to make it, didn't you?
I did. I spent 7 hours yesterday learning that recipe. I picked my own eggplants. I crushed the garlic and any other ingredients that go in baba ganoush.
That's probably the most romantic thing that anybody's ever done for me.
Well, I mean, it's apt that it's romantic, because I wanted to ask you a question if you were interested in, giving me a few minutes of your time.
Well,
I know you're a busy woman.
I'm going to put this baba ganoush in my purse.
Hold on. Got a to-go container too. I know how you like to carry your food. Of course.
I want to save it for later.
Samantha,
Yes.
I've known you since we were children.
Yes.
I've loved you since we were children. And I feel like we need to take that next step in our relationship, don't you think?
What kind of step are you talking about?
Well, as you know, I got that new job at the factory, and well, I purchased that house, so I figured, why don't we move in there together, huh?
Oh my gosh. Move in together?
Yes, we can finally leave this house, and you can finally leave this house, and we can go to the house on the top of the hill, next to the Alpha Centauri. I know how much you love that club.
I love that place. Oh my gosh, that means I can hear the thumping bass music playing there every night before I go to bed. I love it.
I had them thin out the walls, just so you can hear it. Will you accept my offer?
I would be so happy to do that. Yes.
Oh, well, how about that? Jerry and Samantha sitting in a tree. B-A-B-A-G-A-N-O-U-S-A. All right, let's see who we're going to number 1, so number 1 is in. 1 number 4, so number 4 is in. And 4 number 6s, so number 6 is in. That gives us a scene between 1, 4, and 6. And where will we find them? We will find them in the garden.
Your eggplants are incredible.
I spent 10 hours yesterday learning how to grow. And they grew in 10 hours.
Jerry, I hear the soil up here on the top of the hill is very fertile.
Charles, you are right. It is the most beautiful house anyone could ever have bought.
I think so.
Yes.
You
You
do
don't mind-
real well for
You
yourself.
don't mind if I take a few home, do you?
No, go ahead. I have
Right.
miles of them.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Yes, of course. And thank you for joining me. I'm nervous, I gotta tell you. She's already packed all her things. She's ready to come in. And I do want to say sorry for leaving you guys. I know we've been roommates for a while, but
I'm happy for you, man. This is a big step, and I just want to see you flourish and grow to the man that I know you are.
oh, Billy. Thank you, Billy.
Absolutely.
Can I get you some baba ganoush?
That sounds good. And, you know, by the way, Billy and I, we're going to have an extra room so we get to, invite people over.
Yeah, actually, we put an ad out today, so hopefully we'll get a few good bites coming in.
Yeah, and speaking of good bites, can I get a fork for this?
Yes, of course. I'll get it from the fork basket in the garden.
Do you have any bread or something that I can dip this?
I will get it from the bread basket in the garden. Any other utensils or items that you
No,
need
that's
from the
all.
garden?
Yeah, I could use a napkin. It's a little messy.
I'll get it from the basket of napkins.
This is amazing.
Yeah, of course. It's my own recipe.
Wow, I'm impressed that you did this in 10 hours.
Well, now, as you can see, our good friend Jerry has lots of baskets in his garden with various things. There happens to be one more basket in the garden with something in it, and that's going to become important in the scene. Now, if I roll an odd number, what do you think is in that basket?
Candy.
Candy, that's exactly right. If I roll an odd number, there's candy in the basket. But if I roll an even number, what do you think's in that basket?
A wedding ring.
What was that? Pot? Yes, that's right. If I roll an even number, there's candy. And if I roll an odd number, there's pot. Too bad you can't have the pot and then the candy. All right, let's see what's in there. It's an even number. There's candy.
Well, there's one last basket in my garden that I wanted to show you. It's the candy we've been manufacturing at the factory.
Well, that looks fantastic. Eggplant flavored?
That's right. I call them eggies.
Eggies? Well, let me
Will
give
you
one.
try them? You've got to let me know if they're good, because I have put my entire career in these candies.
Oh my gosh, you have infused the essence of an eggplant into a delightful little bite.
This is the best eggplant candy I've ever had, and the only eggplant candy.
Oh, stop it. Come on. Really?
Yes, absolutely.
These are incredible.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that the town wasn't ready for something like eggplant candy, but maybe they are.
They are ready.
Hey, you know what? We have a Target now. We're ready for eggplant candy.
You think I can talk to Jimmy, the owner of Target?
Of course you can. Jimmy, and
They'll start selling them.
That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy will sell these for you. It's our.
Oh, some man.
Well, well, well. Dreams grow pretty big in our little town. Selling our eggplant candy at the local Target. Let's see if Jerry's dreams are coming true. A love relationship, a new business venture, what could possibly go wrong? Who's in our next scene? All right, we have three number 5, so number 5 is out. That leaves us with a 3, a 4, and a 6. So this scene will involve characters 3, 4, and 6. And where will we find 3, 4, and 6? We will find them in location number 3, the pharmacy. Maybe that pot will get in after.
I'm nervous. I'm about to talk to Jimmy in there and... Oh,
Hi. I understood that there was an ad for a roommate.
Oh yes, you must be Estelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Right.
being here.
At the pharmacy.
Yeah. I figure this is a nice, neutral, safe space.
Well, I do feel more comfortable always in a pharmacy.
So do I. It's a place whenever I feel pain and sick, I come here for help. Man.
hey, look, a basket of weed.
We have a little dispensary behind the pharmacy here.
Well, I've been living above the Alpha Centauri, and
Oh, really?
oh, I need to get out. It's nothing but the bass, no treble.
Well, Estelle, actually, we used to be roommates. He is moving on to greener pastures, but could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as I said, I live above the Alpha Centauri. I work there, and I need out.
And of course, there's a secret about Estelle that she only feels it's right to announce to her new roommate if this relationship is going to be based on honesty. If I roll an even number, what's the secret?
Just 4 toes on one.
She has 4 toes on one foot. If I roll an odd number, and let's hope I do. If I roll an odd number, what's the secret?
She has a dead body in her closet.
What?
She has a dead body in her closet.
She has a dead body in her closet. Well, maybe we'll go with that toe thing. All right, if I roll an even number, she has 4 toes on one of her feet. If I roll an odd number, she has a dead body in the closet. And it is a 4, an even number. She has 4 toes on one of her feet, which she will blurt out in a startling confession of honesty right now.
Well, typically when I meet people in public, particularly in the pharmacy, I have 4 toes on my foot.
Yeah, 4.
I know I have 4 toes
You
in my
have 4 toes! What a coincidence!
You have 4 toes on your foot?
I do.
I've never met anybody with 4 toes.
Neither have I.
Oh, wait, yeah, I have. Could you... what's going on here?
Nothing's going on, okay? I was a momentary lapse in judgment.
I know you. I've known you for years. The way you looked at her right now when you realized she has 4 toes.
Look, man, you don't understand the difficulty of having 4 toes and only 1 foot. Balance is off. People look at you weird at pools.
They do.
And having a person that understands me.
I do understand you more than you know.
You know who else? You know who else understands? Look,
You can't fight true love.
true love.
Yes.
True love like this only comes with 4 toes.
As they say, all good things come in 4.
Well. It looks like Jerry and Estelle have had a meeting of the minds, not to mention that mean about poor Samantha, who has already packed up her belongings and scurried over to Jerry's house? Let's see if we can find out. Our next scene will involve the following characters. We have one number 1, so 1 is in. We have 2 number 5, so 5 is out. 2 number 4, so 4 is out. And 1 number 6. That gives us characters 1 and 6. And where will we find them? We're going to find them in the local Target.
Okay. I got the gauze. Just cut it off.
In the middle of the women's lingerie section, Billy.
Yeah, no one's ever here.
Well, because you're just, come on.
Listen, he can't mess up with Samantha. She's perfect for him. And if he finds out that I also have 4 toes, it won't be as unique anymore.
Billy, you're saying that you really fell for this Estelle lady?
What, you don't trust her?
No, I'm just saying, like, it was love at first sight for you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and I'm sorry, these sun hats look delightful. I'm gonna pick one up.
I can't cut off my toe.
Yeah, and I can't cut up your toe either. We just got this Target. They're gonna close it down if we do something like that.
Well, then what am I supposed to do? He has Samantha, and why can't I get some love too?
Look, Billy, I know that we were so excited to have the open room so that we could invite many women to inhabit it in the chance that one of them would fall in love with you. And, you know, pal, it was a long shot, and it's not going to come true.
I can see her in this.
Oh, it's on sale. Hey, no. Billy, some people are meant for each other. Some people have 4 toes on their feet, and you know, you have a lot of good qualities that another woman could find in you. What is a peculiar situation that you have?
I have all 10 toes.
Yes, but of course he does have a little peculiar situation of his own, doesn't he? Well, if I roll an even number, what is it?
Addicted to Twinkies.
He's addicted to Twinkies. And if I roll an odd number, what is it?
He has an evil twin.
He has an evil twin with 4 toes. All right, if I roll an even number, he's addicted to Twinkies. If I roll an odd number, he has an evil twin. 6, an even number. He is addicted to Twinkies.
Well, I don't know what it could be.
Just think long and hard.
Nothing comes to mind.
You know what it could be?
What?
You seem to really like Twinkies. Like, you have a strange obsession. Where are you pulling that one out?
Back pocket!
Hey, well there you go. You know, that's your selling point. Your crippling addiction to Twinkies.
Well, well, well. Can Billy leverage his crippling addiction to Twinkies into a love gesture towards Estelle, steal him away from Billy, who is supposed to be with Samantha? Let's find out who our story will meet next with another roll of the dice. We have number 1, so 1 is in. We have 2 number 4s, 4 is out. 2 number 6s, 6 is out, but 5 is in, so that's a scene between 1 and 5. And where will we meet characters 1 and 5? We meet them in the Alpha Centauri!
Hey, you know, you are taking this breakup well.
I figured I might as well just move on as fast as I can. I'm tired of, yeah, I'm tired of like waiting behind for things, and you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I need it.
You know, Samantha, I'm glad you came to me, being the resident matchmaker. I set you up and down. You know what, Samantha? Since you already sold your house and you're not moving in anymore with Jerry, how's this? We have a spare room.
And Jerry doesn't live there anymore?
Jerry doesn't live there anymore. It's just me. It's just my fantastically handsome pal, Billy.
And everybody has 5 toes on each.
Yes, we do. You know, just a little interview with you before. Oh, here are our drinks.
Thank you.
I got
All right. We're gonna keep them right there because the music is about to change. So, if I roll an even number, what type of music do they start dancing to?
Disco.
What?
Disco.
All right. If I roll an even number, they'll continue their conversation as they dance to disco. If I roll an odd number, they'll continue.
Waltz.
River dance.
Heavy metal.
I'm gonna give you all.
Heavy metal.
Waltz.
Waltz, yes, the waltz. If I roll an even number, they'll continue their conversation as they dance disco. If I roll an odd number, they'll continue their conversation as they dance a waltz. And it is a 6, an even number, disco.
Ooh, they're putting on the Bee Gees.
Yes.
I love them. So that drink that I got you, it was an interesting thing. It has like kind of a cream filling and maybe a yellow outside. Is that percolating anything inside of you?
It's like sweet and creamy. And
Yeah. You know, it's sponsored by Hostess. So.